Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Unpopular Opinions with me, Randy Prizzle. How you guys all doing out there? Everything good, shway, crispy, irie. Let's get on to this episode of Unpopular Opinions. Big up first time watchers, season watchers, and you know what to do below if you're feeling this episode. Excuse me, I've got a little bit of a cold. Weather's changing and it starts to do this sort of thing, and you know, literally everything is changing. When everything changes, that's when it starts to act mad. But let's go. I'll probably be sniffing through this episode, so you're probably gonna have to bear with me. Let's go. Being on your own is a lot more appealing than most people are willing to admit. I think being on your own sometimes is good. Gives you the clarity of mind just to be in your own space, do your own thing without someone getting on your back, on your case. This is why people would say, Randy, are you in a relationship now? And I'm like, nah, not really, because I like my own space. I like my own company sometimes. And you don't get the nagging, you don't get the headaches, you don't get all of that. You just get to do what you have to do. Listen, I get if you're with a partner, you may need some space sometimes. Go out with the man them or the gal them, whichever you are hanging out with, and just have a field day. And talk in terms of where you're just letting loose, going to batting practice or something, or just playing some pool or some football. Just having that time away just gives you some appreciation of just simplistically having some alone time. You know what I mean? Alone is sometimes is good. Too much alone time, then you start to feel like it's a bit problematic, you know what I mean? You start to feel like you're really alone now. But anyways, let's move on. Next one. People who feel hot should decide the temperature of a room. People who feel cold should wear a sweater. It's regardless of whatever case. If you're hot or you're cold, you know, then sort it out. Change the temperature if you need to on both sets. If you're too hot, take off your clothes. Not the Nelly song, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. If you're doing that in public, you might get arrested. If you're doing that in the comfort of your own home, then fair enough, that's your own home. You've got to do what you got to do. Now, if it's too cold, turn on the heating. Now, I know a lot of people say energy and all of that. You don't want to waste too much energy. You just want to save. You don't want to go over the limit where you're paying too much money and all of the above. Sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. Or get yourself one of these customary heaters from one of these sites that can help you. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Next one. I think it's entirely reasonable to expect GTA 6 to be a watershed moment in gaming and possibly entertainment as a whole. I think the hype is real. I think the graphics have told you it's real. I think the trailer has told you it's real. I think the delay date has told you they're really, really working to make sure there are less bugs in this game. You know what I mean? There's less Bugs Bunny stuff going on. What's that, Gag? There's less of that. Do you know what I mean? So you want to have a game that functions properly, that looks smooth, that you can play, enjoy, and the graphics look great as well. Listen, for me, as I usually say, I'm not really a graphics guy. I don't really care too much about graphics. I care about gameplay. And if I enjoy that game, I'm going to keep playing that game. I'm not too fussed on the graphics. That's why I still have a PS3. That's why I still have a PS4. Do you know what I mean? People say, oh, you haven't jumped to the PS5 yet. No. Until that game does come out, potentially, yes, I'll probably be looking into it. But right now, I'm happy with what my PS4 is doing. They're games to be played, and PS3 still has some banging games that you can play, even PS2, so you can go back as far as that, just to enjoy the games, enjoy the motion in the ocean. Next one. We really messed up not domesticating bears. Now, I think even if you do domesticate bears, you still have problems. those bears will grow larger than life. They're bigger than you, they're stronger than you, they can take you out in one swipe. You just have to go and just not feed the bear its food for the day, or forget at just a moment, and the bear's angry. And then the bear sees you coming with the food next time, and it's going to remember that you didn't give it the food that it needed at that specific time. And one swipe, you're out of here. Do you know what I mean? It's not three strikes and you're out like baseball. It's one strike and you're probably bleeding from guts and everything. You know what I mean? So you don't want them problems. Bears are nothing to be with. You know what I mean? You can't fuck around with bears. If you do fuck around with them, you're going to end up in a casket. It's as simple as that. So I don't think we should be domesticating bears, because they grow up to be humongous, and with one charge we'll be flying to the moon and beyond. So there's no chance that we should be having bears be domesticated. We'll come to one more. Horses are one of the most disgusting, creepy animals. Now, I don't know what this person means by that, to be honest. Like, horses, when they ride and they gallop, they do the beauty thing, the Black Beauty stuff. You know, the Black Beauty theme, all of that. I don't need to go too much into that. But I don't think they are disgusting. You know what I mean? I think horses have their way of showing you what they're all about. You know what I mean? If you get too near a horse don't like your horse will kick you. Do you know what I mean? It'll kick you. But I've been on a horse before. It's scary, trust me, but it's just getting used to the animal and used to riding around, and within a second or about 10 minutes you'll start to feel a bit good. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think all horses are bad. I don't think all horses look bad. I just think that they're just animals that sometimes need a little bit of TLC. You show them TLC, they'll like you for life. It's just simple as that. And that's it for this episode from Popular Opinions. Big up you guys, first time watchers, season watchers, and you know what to do below, all of that. Excuse the cold, this weather is mad out here in the London town, so it is what it is. But yeah, first time watchers, season watchers, you know what to do below. And you know what I usually do when I finish? I'll give you my opinions and I'll react to later on. Let's go.